EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Flush to his right. And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he stopped immediately there. Demario Davis there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's taken down at the
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Harris has it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's good.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard.
Here's Jacobs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The draw, here's Michel. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. A shotgun snap for Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And the Patriot first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Patriots nothing.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Saints' 40-yard line.
On second down, here's Newton. This is caught inside the 15. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Patriots.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, Michelle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it brings up third down.
Back to throw, Newton. To Michelle on the screen. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Newton. And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And they'll get him down past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding Harris over the middle. But 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Good.
A big play for the Saints on third down. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the left side, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They run it with Jacobs, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. D.D. Westbrook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
That's the score. Saints 14. Patriots nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering how.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on 1st down, Newton going up top for Cup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 47. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He's got this down close to the 20 before he's dropped.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Jacobs.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
At the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run again with Jackson. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
On fourth down, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is that, too, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz good on the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put...
That's caught at the 25. Way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
This one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Jacobs now. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Saints 35, Patriots 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a...
It's caught inside the 25. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Saints 35. Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
And 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Able to find Harris, complete. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
46-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 3. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
4 yards.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
From his goal line here, Newton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Cam going to get this into the hands of Michelle.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To the air again, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. D.D. Westbrook. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Off play action, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Newton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. One more time to Jacobs. And goes right into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Good.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And the Saints pressure gets him. One down for a sack. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
Here's Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New England, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.